Hey there guys, the Real Tough Fan here, and I am back with episode 12 of my Football Manager career mode with Rotherham. Apologies for there being a few days without any uploads, guys. I was away for a few days, so I wasn't able to upload. But I am back now. We're here, we're top of the league, we're doing brilliantly, we're 4 points clear. Now we're playing Plymouth, who are in third, so this is another important game. If we look back at the fixtures, last episode, you saw us start with a 0-0 draw against Southport. We got knocked out of the FA Cup in the first round by a non-league side, yes. Laugh, if you will. We beat Fleetwood 2-0, we beat Rochdale 3-0, we beat Oxford 3-0, and we beat Newport County 2-1. So that was a brilliant episode for us, apart from the blip against Southport, but that's the cup, we can deal with that. Now, in this episode, we have games against Plymouth, Bristol Rovers, Wimbledon, Shrewsbury, Scunthorpe, and possibly Crawley, depending on how much time we've got. So that's brilliant, guys. I'll be back when I'm at the match. Right, guys, we're here with our next match. We are at home. We're playing Plymouth. This is the team that we'll be playing. We've got Ashdown, Robertson, Mambo number 5, Stevens, Miola, Dolan, Lucas and Lund, Lucas Piazzon, Lawrence, and Polian starts up front. Can we get the 3 points that we need from this game? Let's see if we can find out. And we're just getting underway now. Right, guys, it is half-time. There was very little to tell you about really from that first half. It's still 0-0, fairly even game. If we look at the overview, we've had 8 shots and 3 on target. They've had 8 and 1. They've slightly edged possession by 2%. But hopefully, second half, we can come out and do better. Well, guys, we go 1-0 behind. Plymouth take the lead just after half-time, the 49th minute. Miola are quite a bit at fault for this goal, really. Unfortunately. Here, look, he just loses his man, and then so does Stevens there, I believe. Loft runs into the box. It's a nice finish in the end. I mean, it's 1-0, we're 1-0 behind. Right, just 2 changes to tell you about, guys. Ryan Hall comes on for Lucas Piazzon, and Lawrence switches to the left. Skarts, in a roundabout way, comes on for Matthew Dolan. Stevens moves up to defensive midfield where Dolan was playing. Robertson moves from left back to centre back, and Skarts comes in at left back. Only them 2 changes to tell you about. Well, guys, 77th minute, Doug Loft with the goal. We go 2-0 behind. It's pretty much game over. It looks like our first defeat in quite a while. It's going to be disappointing, especially because Oxford are beating Exeter 2-0 at the moment. If Oxford were losing, we'd be alright, but Plymouth are beating us. They're going to close that gap, which is going to be a bit rough. But hopefully, we can come back stronger in our next game. Well, guys, 90th minute, Don Polian scores. He missed an absolute sitter before it went 2-0. But he scores this one. It's 2-1. I might just switch to overload and see if we can get anything out of it. But it's a nice finish, nice play by Ryan Hall. It's 2-1. And that's full time, guys. It's a disappointing result. We've lost 2-1. Sort of match we should be winning. Let's have a quick peek at the overview. We had less shots, we had the same amount on target, but we did edge possession. But either way, we didn't really deserve to win that. Well played to Plymouth. It's our first loss in about 7 or 8 games, I think. So we need to pick ourselves up and do better next time out. Right, guys, we're here with our next match. We are away at Bristol Rovers. This is the squad that we'll be playing. We've got Colin, Skarts, Mambo, Stevens and Miola, Watson, Lucas and Lund, Lucas Piazzon, Ryan Hall, and Chevonton up front. Jamie Ashdown has been injured, guys. I will show you. He'll be out with a strained neck. He'll be out between 11 days and 2 weeks. We're going to miss him, but it's a chance for Collins to step up and do well for us. So let's hope we can pick up the 3 points here. Right, we're just getting underway now. Well, guys, that's half-time. Yet another boring first half. Only one highlight to tell you about, and that was Ryan Hall missed an absolute sitter right at the end of the first half. We've had 5 shots, we've had 1 on target, they've had 9 and 3. We have slightly edged possession away from home, which is good, but hopefully we can start hitting the target a bit more in this second half. Right, guys, 3 changes to tell you about. I'm making 3 quick changes. I made all 3. Dolan comes on for Lund, who was looking unfit. Lawrence comes on for Ryan Hall, who was a bit unfit. Polian comes on up front for Chevonton, who's done nothing this game. We're going to switch to attacking, and we're going to see if we can win this. And guys, in trying to win it, it looks like we've lost it. 85th minute, Brunt with the goal. Disappointing, it's going to be back-to-back defeats. We were right up their end of the pitch. We gave the ball away. And Brunt through the middle. No defender anywhere near him. It's a nice finish. Calm finish. Nothing Colin can do. But we're 1-0 behind. And make that 2-0, guys. It's game over. Bruno Andrade with the goal. 88 minutes gone. This is a match we really should have been winning. They're 16th in the league, Bristol Rovers. We could very well drop off top spot here with this defeat. It's a simple ball-in by Elliott. Keeper should have done better. It's 2-0. We're missing Ashdown most definitely. That's full time, guys. It is 2-0. After it thinking that the last 2.5 minutes of the match were a key highlight, when nothing happened at all. I had to sit here for 2.5 minutes watching the match in real time. Disappointing, guys. We didn't deserve to win really in terms of shots. We could end up coming off the top of the table here. We had less shots, less on target. We did have more possession, but in trying to win the game we lost it. That's the disappointing thing. Maybe I should have just settled for the point. Well, guys, Dom Polian has won Player of the Month this month with outstanding performances, scoring 4 goals in his last 5 games. Brilliant. We've won the Manager of the Month award despite losing that last 2 games, which is great. So hopefully things will turn around again. And guys, just a quick signing to tell you about. I've made this signing. He's a young guy. He cost me £60,000. He is actually quite good, and his report that I got from my scouts, he'd be a decent signing for most League 2 sides, but he could become a leading Sky Bet Championship central defender. So that's what I want. I've got him in. He's coming on the 1st of January. Well, there we are. Oxford beat Rochdale 2-1. Oxford go to the top of the league. We drop to 2nd. Right, guys, we're here with our next match. It's another away game. We're away at Wimbledon. This is the squad. Colin, Scarts, Mambo Stevens Miola, Dolan Lucas Lund, Lucas Piazzon, Ryan Hall, and Dom Polian starts up front. Let's get these 3 points this time, and let's get back to the top of the league. And we're just getting underway now. Well, we've picked up an injury here. Ryan Hall's going to have to come off. It's bizarre because his condition is still at 97%, even though he's injured. But Tom Lawrence will come on. Just one quick change. And we go 1-0 behind, guys. Miola totally to blame for this goal. I don't know why they call this an incredible strike, because this is entirely Miola's fault. If you look at this, he goes at him, just misses him completely, lets him run in. It was actually may have been just a bit before that. But either way, we're 1-0 behind, 10 minutes in. Well, that's half-time, guys. We're 1-0 behind. It's disappointing. We had a good chance again right at the end of the half there to score. I don't even think we have scored. We scored 1 goal this episode. So we've had more shots with the same amount on target. We've been ahead in possession. We need to make that count in this second half now. Right, guys, I've used all 3 of my substitutions again. Lawrence obviously having come on earlier. We've now got Shrewsbury come on for Piazzon, who was having a pants game. He was on like a 5.9. So I've swapped Lawrence to the left. Shrewsbury goes on the right. Watson comes on for Lund, who was booked. And I switched to attacking because I'd rather lose 2 or 3-0 trying to win a game than just settle for a 1-0 loss. So let's see what we can do. Well, it's all over, guys. We had a few incredibly good chances. Dom Polian from about 2 yards hits the goalkeeper. Lawrence hit the post. Piazzon hit the post before he went off. We just could not score a goal no matter how hard we tried in that match. We were the better side as well, and we're now 3 points behind Oxford. Well, guys, Ryan Hall will be out for 2 months. He strained his knee ligaments after twisting painfully, which is surprising considering his condition was still 97% when he went off the pitch. Then he agreed a loan extension, which then got cancelled because he failed his medical. So Ryan Hall's gone back to Leeds, guys. But on a slightly better note, Grant Hall has resumed full training. He's been out for 3 weeks. Our defence has been a bit leaky these last few games, so hopefully him being back will strengthen that back up. Well, guys, Miola's out for now between 9 and 11 days. Thankfully, Pavey's going to do just as good a job at right back, so it's not that big a loss. And Jamie Ashdown has begun full training following his strained neck, so hopefully he'll be fit for our next game in a couple of days. And Jamie Ashdown has begun full training, guys, following his strained neck. He's been out for a couple of weeks, so hopefully that'll again tighten up our defence, stop us conceding goals. We'll be able to score a few, and hopefully that'll do us good. Hopefully he'll be fit for our next game, which is in a few days' time. Right guys, we're here with our next match. We are at home against Shrewsbury. A match we must win. We've got 3 home games on the bounce now. We need 9 points. So we've got Ashdown, Scars, Hall, Mambo and Pavey, Dolan, Lucas Lund, Lucas Piazzon, Tom Lawrence and Don Polian. Let's get out there, let's get these 3 points. And we're just getting underway now. And guys, 3 minutes in we take the lead. First time we've been in the lead this episode. Grant Hall with his 5th goal of the season. First game back from injury. Pops up with a goal, an important goal that gets us on our way with these home games. Piazzon with the corner, whips it in, and Hall gets it at the near post. It's 1-0. Well guys, I think we've been the better side in that first half. We're 1-0 ahead. Nothing really else has happened. There were no more highlights other than that early goal. So have a quick look at the overview. They've not even had a shot. We've had 67% of the possession. We just need to keep this going in this second half now. And it's 1-1 guys. Literally their first chance of the match. Rusnak's first goal of the season, and it's a good goal, I'll give him that. But for a guy who's not scored all season, and for a team who haven't had a shot all game, they just passed this around like, I don't know, like Barcelona again. And then Rusnak gets it here. It's a brilliant finish. I'll let him have that. Ashdown can't do anything about it, but it's 1-1. Well, we go 2-1 ahead, guys. Thankfully, we do. It's Matthew Lund's 2nd goal of the season. We deserve it. It's no more than we deserve. We've been by far the better side. So hopefully we can keep this lead this time and not let another equaliser in. Pavey here plays it to Polian. Polian plays it to Lund. And Lund takes one touch and has a shot. Beats the goalkeeper at his near post. 56 minutes in. 2-1 ahead. And that's 3-1 after 68 minutes, guys. Matthew Dolan with his 2nd of the season. It's the Matthew show. Matthew Lund, Matthew Dolan both getting their 2nd goals of the season. Again from a corner. Tom Lawrence with the ball in. Whips it across. Mambo number 5 gets a head on it, but Dolan gets on it again, and it's 3-1. Right guys, it's still 3-1, 73rd minute. I've just made a couple of changes. Lee Cook comes on, just coming back from injury, give him a bit of a run out. And Watson comes on for Lucas. I've also dropped a counter, taken off retained possession and short passing, in a hope it'll just see us out for the rest of the match. Well, it's 3-2 guys in the 81st minute. McAllister with the goal. Disappointing, we didn't want to concede that. I might very well stop from counter and switch to defensive. North plays it to McAllister. McAllister takes a couple of touches. So finish, Ashdown to the saved it. But, and just another thing to let you know as well guys, the state of my pitch is terrible. I have asked the board to relay it. They say they will relay it in the summer. So that's another thing to mention. Well guys, Shrewsbury have just had a player sent off. Rusnak with a terrible tackle. If I can, actually, can I do this? Pause the match. Go take that back. Right. So if you watch this, guys, this was I found it quite hilarious. This tackle. Let's just, here we go. Look at that. It's the Sol Campbell never-ending slide tackle. Wait for it. So Rusnak here. Lund fouls him. Dolan fouls him, gets a yellow card. That's fine. Then here, Rusnak takes the free kick. It's cleared away by Mambo. Lund gets it, plays it up toward Lawrence. Lawrence gives it to Lund. Look at that. There's just a never-ending slide tackle. Absolutely brilliant. Well, guys, it's happened. I knew it would. I was on defensive. I did everything right. Puts it in. Look at this. Takes a shot. It ricochets off everybody. It goes in. It's 3-3, and it's game over. May as well just roll this to the end. It's a match we've absolutely dominated beginning to end. They went down to 10 men, and then they won. Just, you were unlucky today. We were crap. Should have won that. We were 3-0 up. Look at that. The amount of shots, the amount of possession, and yet we just can't win a game. We're really struggling. Well, guys, I've been linked here with the Gillingham job. Am I interested? I don't believe I am. But I have a contract with Rotherham, I'm going to be passionate about it, and more importantly, I'm determined to reach my goals here, not elsewhere. So that's what I'm going to respond with. Though Gillingham would have been a bit of a fun job. Where are they? They're in League One, but are they like bottom of League One? Yeah, more or less. So maybe it wouldn't have been that fun. Anyway, let's crack on and get on to the next game. Right guys, we're here with our next match. We are at home against Scunthorpe. Can we finally get a win this episode? Because we need one. This is the team. Ashdown Scars, Hall Mambo Pavey, Stevens Lucas Lund, Piazzon Lawrence, Chevonton comes up front. Polian's been a bit out of form, not scoring these last few games. So let's see if we can get 3 points in this one. And we're just getting underway now. Well guys, my choice to bring Chevonton on for Polian not really paid off. He's injured. So Polian's going to have to come on after 12 minutes. Well, there we are, guys. We go 1-0 ahead after 30 minutes. Mambo number 5, with Mambo number 5 of the season. We've absolutely deserved it. And the song rings round the ground. You know, you can imagine it now. As he's off celebrating. I think that's the song. Lund with the free kick. Hits it against the wall. Plays it into the box to Mambo. It's a nice finish in the end, actually. Right into the roof of the net. 30 minutes gone, we're 1-0 up. And that's half time. We're 1-0 ahead. Can we actually follow this through and pick up the 3 points? Let's have a quick peek at the overview, actually. They've had one shot, wasn't on target. We've had 9 and 2 and 60% of possession. No more than we deserve to be ahead. No more than we deserve if we go on and win this 3 or 4-0. Right guys, just one more change to tell you about. Watson comes on for Lucas, who was 75% condition, 6.7 match rating. He was doing alright, but just a bit of a change to switch it up. Let's try stay on control this match. I'm not going to drop it, because last time I dropped it I conceded 2 goals. So we'll see how we do. There we are guys, that's the win. We've picked up the 3 points. 1-0 winners against Scunthorpe. We needed that. We needed to pick up them 3 points. It was important that we finally won a game. I thought right at the end Scunthorpe were going to nick it. They had a free kick, they whipped it in. We got it clear. Lawrence ran the length of the pitch and put it wide. But still, we're 1-0 winners. What does that do to the league table? We're still 3 points behind Oxford. They must have won. Who did they play? Bristol Rovers. They won 1-0. Our next match, guys, we're playing Crawley, who are 14th. And we are at home. That will be the live match and the last match of this episode. So I'll be back when I'm in the match. Well guys, Grant Hall's out. He's suffering from a virus. He'll be out for between 2 and 3 weeks. It's a bit of a shame. Just as we were starting to tighten his defence up a little bit, Mezzocoli also has the same virus, so I'm going to have to send him home as well. It's a bit of a shame, but we're going to have to deal with it. For the Boxing Day game, I think it is. It is Boxing Day game against Crawley, guys. And Yvain Moyo, suffering from flu. Everyone's getting ill at this time of year. I think everyone just wants some time off for Christmas. Well guys, our next match will not be against Crawley. The match has been postponed due to a waterlogged pitch. It's been rescheduled for the 6th of January. So our next game is away at Crawley in a couple of days, guys. Away at Crawley? What am I on about? Away at Chesterfield. Sorry about that. And it's not even away at Chesterfield. It's away at Cheltenham. I will get it right eventually. But Cheltenham and 19th have just been thrashed 7-1 by Hartlepool. How did Oxford get on? Oxford lost against Shrewsbury. That's his chance. That's our chance now, with a game in hand, to close that gap and get back up to the top of the league soon. Right guys, we're here with our next match. It's away at Cheltenham. Get it right? Ashdown Scars, Mambo Stevens Pavey, Dolan Lucas Lund, Piazzon Lawrence, Chevonton up front. Can we pick up 3 points? And like I say guys, this will be the live match and the last match of this episode. So I'll be back once the match is loaded. Right, we're underway now guys. We are off for this live match. Can we pick up 3 important points that will keep us in with a chance of going back to the top of the league? Starts with an early foul on West, but that's all. 10 minutes in, Scarts has taken a knock, but he should be able to shake it off. He throws it to Mambo, who gives it to Lund. Plays it to Pavey. Go on, down your line. Good ball. Go on, Lawrence. Got loads of room, mate. Plenty of time. Skins past him. What can Lawrence do? Come on, whip it in. Puts it across. Chavanton. Oh, he hits the crossbar. It's a pen, Jeff. He tripped him up. Oh. Come on, Rotherham. Let's just apply this advice. Come on, we can win this. I hope. It's half time. Nothing really again happened that first half, guys. Maybe Chavanton should have scored. But other than that, not much happened. The overview tells us we've had more shots, more on target, more possession. We just need to win now. Let's get this second half underway. Lund to Lucas. Lucas to Mambo. Mambo to the end of the highlight. Gosh, this is a boring live match for you guys. Apologise. 70 odd minutes gone and there's only been one highlight. Let's just apply some of this advice here as well, because some of that was good. We'll see if any of that does us any good. Just want one goal now. One goal will do it for us. Right, Mason kicks it out. It's won by Chavanton. It goes to Piazzon. Right, come on. Let's get a goal late on here. I realise I haven't even made any substitutions or anything. It's been that boring. Piazzon. Oh no! We needed a goal. Get on him. Nick the ball back. Let's win. It's your ball. Yes? Scarts. Oh, what are you doing, son? Get it forward. Lund. Plays it to Lucas. Gives it to Piazzon. To Scarts. To Lucas. To Piazzon. Oh, it's a good ball. Come on now. Lund. Plays it out to Pavey. What can Pavey do? Puts it across. No one there. Back to Pavey. Puts it across this time. Piazzon. It's 1-0. 91st minute. First real clear-cut chance of the game. Lucas Piazzon. After I had to have a word with him in the last, between games, about how poorly he's been playing, he pops up with a goal in the 91st minute to put us 1-0 ahead. We had dropped down to third. We now move back up to second if we hold this out for the last 15 seconds. Oxford are winning 2-0 at Wimbledon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's a win in a match where I never thought it'd come. We deserved it, most definitely, but I never thought we'd get it. Gosh, that was a tense end to the game. We were by far the better side, but I just thought for all his dominance that we were going to lose. We didn't. We won. It's 3 points. What does that do to the league table? We stay 3 points behind Oxford, level on points now with Shrewsbury, but we do have a game in hand. So hopefully we can make that game in hand count. We've scored more goals than Oxford. We've conceded. We're on the same goal difference. We've conceded 6 more than they have, but we've scored 6 more than they have. So we're exactly the same goal difference. That could be interesting come the end of the season. There's only one team in the league that scored more goals than us, and that's Plymouth. So we're doing alright. Hopefully, we can make this count, this game in hand, in January, in the next episode, because, this episode's just finished. So, as always, guys, I've been the Real Toff Fan. Thanks very much for watching, and take it easy.